Today, we are all happy to gather here to give report on what we have done over the last 5 years and to share some of the proceeds of the investment fund received to deserving students. How it works, the money we get, we grow it. And the profit that we make, we give only a part. We can give even 10%. But this time we decide, okay, let's give half of the profits. Because we have managed to grow the fund from where we started, we have grown it to 40 million. So we look at 40 million, what is the interest we have grown, and we take half of that interest, and we let the fund grow. That means if any one of us is going to invest in the endowment fund, your money will not be spent. At this point, I want to thank the members of the board of trustees for tirelessly working to lift the fund from its humble beginning. We started at 0, and I've mentioned we are now at 40 million. We were aiming for a billion. It evaded slightly, but I can see it coming, so that we can reach where other universities like Cambridge and Harvard, like it was mentioned here, Harvard has the biggest fund at $38 billion, and they have stopped receiving any more money. They said there's no need because they don't have use for the money. I look forward to a day when Embu University will have the chance to say we have enough endowment, not only for students, but also to do other research work and to do other development facilities for this university. We are proud to gather here today to present financial assistance to needed students. The 2.6 million we are presenting today will help 284 students to settle their outstanding fees, which in turn will enable them to progress with their studies comfortably. Our strategy for the future is to grow the fund to help many more students who are in need so that we can arrest the problem of wastage, particularly when students have to drop out of or quit their studies because of inability to pay fees and even to fund the upkeep in the university in terms of food. We need to place the University Endowment Fund in the global arena with the likes of top universities in the world operating huge endowment funds like Harvard, Stanford, Cambridge, among others. I am sure that we can make it. We just need to start at home and convince Kenyans that they can bequeath some of their wealth to the university.
Education is the cornerstone of progress and development, and we are here today to demonstrate our commitment to ensuring that all students, regardless of their background or financial status, have access to quality education. To the recipients of the financial aid, I want to say that this is an opportunity to invest in your future. Take advantage of this support and work hard to better your life and circumstance in the future. This is an opportunity for you to stop worrying about school fees, at least for this year, and focus on your academic work. As you all know, education is a powerful tool that helps to achieve our dreams and build a better future for ourselves and our communities. In my inaugural speech, I promise to work to improve the quality of education in this county. And through our collaboration with the University of Embu and the Embu Professionals Development Association, we're already reaching out to students at all levels of education to mentor them and encourage them to excel. I'm happy that the University of Embu has recently launched the Technical and Vocational Training Institute that will provide opportunities for our students who wish to enroll for diploma and certificate courses as well as technical courses. Through these efforts, I'm certain that our education standards will keep on improving, and soon the county will be ranked as one of the top giants in academics. Financial aid can mean the difference between a student dropping out of school and having opportunity to continue to realize his or her dreams. I wish to commend the University Endowment Fund Board of Trustees, led by the chairman, Honorable Lenny Kivuti, for making it possible to give such generous support to the students. This assistance will make it possible for some students who would otherwise have been unable to sit for exams or complete their student studies to be able to continue and graduate. Congratulations and well done. And at this point, I'm aware, Chairman, that the former governor at the time we were launching this endowment fund with the former deputy president, who is now currently the president of the Republic of Kenya, he did pledge on behalf of Embu County government that they would give 5 million to this endowment fund. And it didn't happen. And Professor Mugendi, the Vice Chancellor, visited my office with a letter to remind me about that pledge. I will promise you today that I'll make sure in the next financial budget we have that 5 million in the budget. And because we do have members of the county assembly present, you have heard my pledge. So when you see it in the budget, Honorable Lenny Masters, tafadhali mupitishe, so that I don't end up being a cheat or a liar. I want to keep my word as the governor of Embu County, and more importantly, to see what more we can be able to support going forward, Chairman, because this is a very important endeavor. And this university has been very, very kind to Embu County government, because were it not for them, I would have been in an office where walls were being knocked, and there was a lot of missionary work and other works going on in the office I was supposed to work from. And they gave me a beautiful office, and I have actually been in the chairman's office for the last now almost 6 months. We are about to leave, Chairman, please don't worry. And they've been extremely good to me. So for that reason, I think it is clear that the Embu County government and the University of Embu are joined at the hip, and we are bound to work together for the betterment of Embu County.
This is one initiative that has been with humanity for a very long time and for centuries, trying to provide valuable support for universities and needy students in institutions around the world. We need to sensitize Kenyans on the need to support our educational institutions through endowment. Endowment has an important role to play in the development of any nation, and particularly a university like this, because it creates a sense of ownership and belonging among various university stakeholders, thereby creating a need to maintain a stake in the reputation and development of the university. This idea of an endowment fund for University of Embu started way back in September 2016. That's around 6 to 7 years ago. And between September 2016 and October 2016, a lot of benchmarking and gathering of information was carried out by the university management under the leadership of the council then, culminating in the launch of a fund on one Thursday, 25th October 2018. And the university has embraced various forms of endowment that allow benefactors to choose from. This encourages individuals and organizations to support the universities in areas aligned with their interests, operations, or beliefs. And the three main categories that we've been exploring include permanent endowments. These are unrestricted. This is where the endower gives a fraction of his wealth or her wealth and specify which areas the donations will benefit forever. An example of such endowers include John Harvard of the great Harvard University. We've also heard of Alfred Nobel of the Nobel Prize, and John Rockefeller, among others. There's also another second category, which is the term endowments, which are restricted. This is one that is set up for a limited period of time, such as a fixed number of years, as may be specified by the endower or the donor. After the term of that endowment expires, the principal amount may then be used to fund other operations or returned to the donor, or the endower in this case. There's also another category which is called the quasi-endowments. These are endowments that are established by the university and are retained and invested. The university may choose to reserve funds, surplus and restricted gifts, or interests arising from the investment in endowment fund to reinvest.
University education has become very important because it opens a wide universe of career possibilities and adds significantly to an individual's growth potential. University education attainment affects the quality of the country's workforce. Hence, the financial obstacles that may limit access to higher education could eventually threaten the competitiveness of our youth on the global stage. At the University of Embu, we have recognized and consistently responded to this challenge since the institution was established. We have opened our doors to talented students from every background. Given our commitment to supporting our needy students, we have witnessed an increase in the number of talented young people applying to join the University of Embu. Specifically, the university dedicates approximately Kenya shillings 2.5 million every financial year to provide financial aid to students in need. Further, the university has a meal assistance program where students who have challenges in getting meals for various reasons are assisted to access meals through a meal voucher system supported by the student financial aid allocation. Despite our efforts, however, some students still find it difficult to continue with their studies, and they are left with no option but to call off the semester or academic year. What is the value of an endowment? Given the financial realities facing our students and their families, our ability to offer the modest student aid that we do largely depends on the general support that we receive from our alumni, donors, and well-wishers. The University of Embu Endowment Fund was established in 2018 with the objective of establishing a long-term investment vehicle that will ultimately provide a source of income to fund the growth of the university and also to assist needy students. In conclusion, I congratulate all the beneficiaries for being chosen to be the first recipients of the financial aid grown from the returns realized from the endowment fund. I urge you to work hard so that you can complete your studies and realize your goals in life. I also remind you that in future, when you have finally succeeded in your career, please remember to come back to the university and to assist another needy student through the endowment fund. On the future of the endowment fund, I call upon the Board of Trustees and the University Council to maintain a steady course of aggressive fundraising initiatives to bring more and more benefactors to participate in this noble act of giving. Thank you very much.